Hello, hello. It's a really beautiful late summer, early fall, whatever it is day. And I'm starting a new thing. I'm gonna do some personal uploads here. Just give my thoughts, cover all kinds of topics from bike products I like, things that are going on in my life, riding technique, setup. I think stuff that'll be pretty interesting for people hopefully, and ride some beautiful trails in the meantime. So I figured today I would try to do like a longer term review ramble on this Firebird that I've been riding. I think I got this thing last like July, so been well over a year. I got tons of miles on this thing, tons of laps, because I just legitimately like being on this bike so much. There's a lot of review bikes that I get to try throughout the year, but there's just something about your bike. And for me, that's been this Firebird. Got it all set up the way I like. Got some really cool kind of components that I put on it that just make it fairly like nimble, comfortable, fairly lightweight still. What this bike has kind of represented for me last year is just like a really nicely pedaling, pretty lightweight 170 millimeter bike that can, you know, really hang with all the big bikes I've been riding, but able to pedal in a really active way and a really lightweight way up the hill. And for me, that's like kind of my greatest pain point personally, is just getting to the top of the mountain. A lot of the guys I ride with are super fit, and I'm decently fit, but I'm a little heavier, a little bigger build, got like a little bit bigger upper body, which is great for riding downhill, but it can be a lot to carry to the top sometimes. But anyway, I think that's why I've just like gravitated towards this Firebird. I shot like a How It's Made series with Freehub a few years back in their facility in Arizona, and it's just funny how like humanizing the company really makes you kind of fall in love with the product. And but beyond that, Pivots are just like a very high-end bike. They got the DW kinematics in a package that I think is just like really striking and attractive. I just like the looks. So yeah, it's just been this like big enduro bike that can get around the mountain really nicely. Nice like straight up wall here. All right, dropping in here on our main descent. Yeah, and then like as far as like the downhill performance of this bike after all these months, it's a pretty short feeling bike. It's got like a shorter feeling, big drop there, wheelbase. I think it's like a 434 chainstay, and I'm around like a 470 reach, which I could get all the way up to a 490 if I needed to, but I've found that with this short reach, nice tight corner here, woo, nice tight reach, and some higher bars. Oh shit, I had to pause it right there. I actually forgot my glasses on my helmet that were very loosely hanging on. Can't believe I didn't lose them. Yeah, but anyway, pretty short feeling wheelbase, but then I pair it with this like pretty high stack height, high front bar, which I've had to add quite a few spacers to kind of accomplish. This section is so steep. A little dry and slidey today. I was hoping the water would have percolated up here further up the mountain, but still dry, darn it. But anyway, I found this like shorter wheelbase with higher bars has just made this thing feel super capable and nimble. Yeah! God, this bike just feels so soft today. Got like a downhill casing tire in the front. I've got these evil loophole wheels that I want to talk about in a video soon. And Coil Super Deluxe in the rear, Zeb in the front, and just, oh gosh, this thing is just, I'm really big on bikes that don't kind of beat me up. And it's nice when you get your setup nice and smooth and kind of hammer and not get so beat up. But yeah, this bike can really just like, just delivers so well on the downhills for how easy it is to get up the hill. And it is an expensive bike. It's kind of like a super bike. You got just like a really lightweight build, XTR components, carbon, everything. But it's such a fun advantage to have for me to be able to like feel like I'm on a very efficient bike. At the same time, carry all this firepower, but firepower in a bike that's like a little bit more nimble. It's just such a cool mixture. And a lot of this is the result of me going with a medium-sized frame. Yeah, love that little gap there. And my friends do like think it's super funny that I'm on a medium since I've ridden larges all of my life. But yeah, I love that jump. It's just been working so well. And I think what it does mostly for me is gives me like a long travel bike that I can still ride at smaller mountains and not feel like it's just this huge bike to throw around. But then at the same time, when you need the firepower of the big suspension, it's in this package that's like so nimble, active, it works with you. You know, you're not just like hanging on and flopping on this bike. That rear suspension curve gives you something to push up against. Ew. That's my happy stopping place. But beyond that really like progressive rear suspension linkage curve, it also has this just like ridiculously soft initial dive into the stroke. And you can just set that coil up so buttery off the top. It's looking real loose here today, so I'm just gonna take it a little easier down this. I've been getting hurt a few times on these dusty trails, and I think I've hopefully learned my lesson. It's kind of funny, this is a little steeper trail, and I'm just like trying to make sure that the camera's far enough down, which is not an issue I usually have. I'm not gonna be able to say the names or locations of a lot of these trails I'm riding, but you can enjoy them. Since with the free hub reviews, I keep it all to legal trails. I'm gonna go a little more off the cuff with my own stuff. Yeah, this bike, I just like, when friends kind of watch me ride this bike too, they're like, you just like slash that little thing around, you know, dig the tires in, just super active. So anyway, this bike has just been like such a good fit for me. I really don't think this bike is for everyone. This is a little bit more on like the agile, like high performance side as far as I'm concerned. You're not just like leaning on a long wheelbase to just send stuff and make sure it works out. It's a little bit more of like a rider's bike, and then somebody who appreciates the good kinematics, you know, hopefully like a pedaler, somebody who's pedaling up to the top of the mountain. Just bottom that fork somehow. I love this little jump. Yeah! I like to get a little stylish off that. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, I'll try to answer them. Not like super good at like bike to bike comparisons, but I can give you my thoughts, and I'll try to be a little bit more eyes on the comment section with my own channel. But yeah, what an amazing ride today. Look forward to doing more of these, and thanks for joining me. It would be sweet in the future if I can use this channel as an excuse to do little road trips and you know, ride some really rad trails out there, get away from the house. So yeah, let me know what you'd like to see on this channel and we'll go from there. Have a great day. Just crashed here the other day, that sucked.